Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little comparison here of the speed and performance between the two fruit phones. We do have the Blackberry against the Apple here. So this is the iPhone 6s and the Blackberry Priv in early 2016. How do they compare? We can have a look right here. So just going to start them both up at the same time, and hopefully we can see if there is parity here. Obviously, I think the Priv is being more adventurous when it comes to the form factor, but maybe the Apple A9 probably has the raw speed. You can see it boots up straight away, which is nice. Don't think you get all the nice security additions though, and encryption etc. that you get on the Blackberry though. So do bear that in mind, and hopefully we can see if the cameras are comparable as well, because I think the Blackberry has been making some massive inroads when it comes to improving their cameras. So we are now booted up on both, and we can have a look here, see that both of them have everything closed down. So nice and fresh start for both of them. So we're just going to open up some apps first and then move on to having a look at the performance of the other things. We're just going to start off with Dialer. And Uber. Whoa. Let's try that again. Uber. So very nice and fast there after that initial stumble. Instagram. iPhone. Geek. I said Geek. iPhone again. And we do have the camera. iPhone again. And also I think we have some other things in here. App Store. Again, iPhone. And also could try the clock. So I think the iPhone is a little bit ahead here when it comes to the basic apps. Asphalt. So you can see it loads the game nice and quick as well. So I think I like the speaker a little bit more here though. Speaker like makes the sound come straight at you. But generally I'm supporting the iPhone when it comes to the day-to-day kind of performance here. So that is probably because of the more advanced processor. So we can just have a look how they compare in terms of the day-to-day web browsing. So we're just going to try The Verge. So let's see here if we can get The Verge. And I forgot to do something, haven't I? What have we forgot to do? We have forgot to clear the cache. And we need to do that with the Safari. So we have a nice fair time here for the Priv. Kotaku, let's try that. So the pictures seem to load a bit faster here on the iPhone. I did notice that. And again, we do have GameSpot. GameSpot. Go. Oops, I clicked on the wrong link. Never mind. We'll try some links when we go into it. Go. And let's go back. I said, let's go back. That's not a link. What is it? That's ridiculous. Poor web design, if you ask me. I'm going to have to go to a different one. Phone Arena. Go. So the Priv did load this nice and fast then. We'll give it a point. But I think it's generally going to the iPhone again, which is unfortunate. We did want the Priv to win here, but you know, I'm going to call it what it is. I think we're going to give it to the iPhone again. So we can just check out the multitasking here. So 3 gigs versus 2 gigs of RAM. Bit of a reload here. Uber. A little bit quicker. Insta. Geek. So quite similar, but I think there's more elaborate animation here on the Priv, which makes it look longer, but really it's very similar. Can have a look at Game, Asphalt. So I think quite a bit quicker there to go into on the iPhone. And App Store, similar. One more. Clock. Okay. Whoa, that was long. So you can see the iPhone did do that. A little bit shaky performance here on the Blackberry maybe when it comes to comparing against the top end phones here, but nevertheless we can have a look at the actual cameras, obviously, which is another important area. So we can see how they compare here. 12 megapixel versus 18 megapixel, but megapixels don't mean everything. Basically we did go out and about, and we can have a look at the actual performance here. Now first things first, I'm going to say that the iPhone still shoots faster than the Priv in my experience. You just hit the HDR button and bam, it's done. I think it's improved from the Passport on the Priv when it comes to the speed of the camera, as well as the focusing is definitely improved. But I think the iPhone is still that little bit faster when it comes to actually taking the shot. Generally, I have to say, I think the iPhone isn't really hugely better here than the Priv, but that's just my eyesight. You can have a look yourself, see what you think. We did do some low light shots as well, which again, I think very comparable and nice high quality images coming out of the Priv. So personally I didn't really see too much of a difference this time. Not as big as differences with the V10 and the Note 5, which I think like top dog here. So that's just I think what I've seen really. But nevertheless, you know, I did do a video recording as well, so you can have a look at that as well. Hey guys, so we're just checking out the 4K here on the Blackberry Priv, checking out how it looks. It seems that you can't put the enhanced video stabilization on when you have the 4K mode on. But basically you can use the optical image stabilization, obviously. So we can have a look at the focusing performance here. So it seems to do it quite quick, which is good. Hey guys, so we're just doing the same video here with the iPhone 6s, so we can see how the 4K compares here. So we're just going to have a quick walk and do the same kind of focusing test. So probably a little bit slower for the focusing here on the iPhone. So I think the video recording, you know, not really that different really. I think obviously it's very high quality on the Blackberry because of the optical image stabilization. But you know, at the end of the day, I'd say that the cameras here are much closer than they've ever been before. It's just the speed really, which is the main difference I did notice with the iPhone being that little bit quicker really. But yeah, you know, I think really if you look outside of like speed and camera issues, I think the Priv is the more exciting phone, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.